Long COVID is not going away, and in some ways it's becoming even more dangerous than it ever has been. If you doubt me, perhaps you'll consider the ways of the rich and powerful, because they're still being quite cautious, and they keep me on retainer just in case they get sick, because they know the consequences. I want you to have the same information. COVID probably also leads to higher cancer rates. We won't know that for sure for a few more years, but if you're concerned about it, I have a potent nugget of help for you at the end of this video. I have more than 15 years of clinical experience treating patients with complex chronic conditions, especially post-viral illnesses like long COVID. And I'm here to tell you, if you're struggling with a chronic illness, help is available. Each strain of the virus that causes COVID is different, but they are all categorized in traditional East Asian medicine as a damp plague, meaning they're going to mess with your mucus.
It is the mucus!
We've known for some time that snot sacs in your digestive system are where viruses can linger and hide for months, and COVID is no exception. We also know that it directly messes with your normal healthy flora, which can set you up for all kinds of problems. This study showed that despite the fact that the Omicron variant caused the least severe acute symptoms in mice, it destabilized the gut microbiome and led to a significant depletion in Akkermansia mucinophilia microbes. I want you to remember that name. When humans lose Akkermansia, they're more likely to develop obesity, type 2 diabetes, and inflammatory bowel diseases. We've known for some time that SARS-CoV-2 can directly cause those conditions. Now we know one of the ways it does that. But help is on the way because traditional ways of healing those conditions have also been shown to increase Akkermansia. In this study, some mice were given ulcerative colitis, a form of inflammatory bowel disease, and treated with an extract of atractalodes, a traditional herb for treating dampness in the digestive system. Not only did it successfully heal the colon inflammation and stop the bloody diarrhea, it reduced the harmful bacterial populations and promoted healthy growth of normal flora like Akkermansia. Similar results were found in a study on mice given fatty liver disease, a common comorbidity of diabetes and another condition that can be triggered by SARS-CoV-2 infection. They were given a formula containing atractalodes, and its anti-fatty liver effect was linked to modulation of the gut microbiota composition, in particular, an increased relative abundance of Akkermansia. But atractalodes isn't the only way to do this either, and just in case the cancer prediction comes true, check this out. I don't think I've ever discussed moxibustion here before. It's beyond the scope of what I usually cover, and it's kind of hard to find good moxa providers in the West. But I found this study fascinating, and I think you will too. Moxibustion is a special kind of heat treatment done on the skin. We know there is a relationship between the skin and the gut microbiomes, but the mechanisms of how they communicate aren't yet clear. But in this study, researchers transplanted human colorectal cancer into the spleens of mice and watched as it metastasized into their livers. Yeah, not the kindest thing to do to a rodent, but some of those mice received moxibustion on specific acupuncture points on their skin, said to help their livers and spleens. The more moxibustion they got, the less metastases they had. That's a good thing. They also noted that moxibustion at the Ganshu and Zusanli acupoints altered the microbiota diversity and composition, i.e., Akkermansia mucinophilia and Lactobacillus reuteri were significantly enriched. Potent stuff.